weren't doing very well at the beginning, but I didn't understand that. We used to go and watch these soldiers on the screen fighting and banging and all the Russians were doing it.
I didn't know it was on the back of a van.
Yeah, it used to be on big screen on back of the van.
Wow.
I sort of mobile cinema.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when it was sunny and light, you couldn't see what was going on because sun used to shine on the screen. Just used to see these shelters moving about. Like. Yeah, that used to come once a month. Then we had films come. Man at Little Waiting. This was after war. This.
Yeah.
He used to come every Friday. It used to be a shilling. And everybody in village used to go to Village Hall and watch
There'd be
these.
a projectionist there.
Yeah.
And
They used
a
to.
film.
I also remember once it was on the road to Mandalay, the film,
Yeah.
and the damn film just melted, you know, so I had to get all our money back. Everybody was really upset then. Yeah, it used to be great, mate. And my mum and dad used to go and, everybody in village went, everybody looked forward to films coming on a Friday night, like. And, Mr. Ducker come, he used to do it from me. But, I got sat in the film bust, everybody was really upset there. Like,
You used to go anywhere dancing?
Oh yeah, we had some good dances, Skidby.
Skidby did?
And then from Little Wheaton and Walking, Holland Village he used to come, then we used to go to theirs.
Where did you used to do the dances?
In the Village Hall.
In the Village Hall?
There used to be a whist drive before for the ladies mostly. And they had a whist drive.
What's that?
Like cards.
Oh, right.
You know, and you move tables, whist drives, you know. Then they used to go home about 10:30 and then a dance used to start. Oh, we had all kind of, police even used to come. But once every 6 weeks and they used to do a dance.
I don't know what you mean by whist cards. What do you mean?
Well, it was, I've never played it, but you get ordinary cards.
Yeah.
And you get about a dozen tables. Then you got a partner, there's 4 to a table, and then I don't know, they keep...
I have a sort of ladder and a championship, do you?
Yeah, and they keep moving round, and then
Right.
they got a prize at the end, like maybe a box of chocolates or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the dance used to start. And like I said, once during the war, I also remember that, they had a... Skibby was full of soldiers before the invasion of France. It was packed. Every farmyard, every field was full of guns and tanks, and every lorries. Anyway, the main place was on the village green. It was all camouflaged, where all these officers were. And so the lasses in village said, oh, we'll give them a dance. So they organised a dance for all these soldiers. And all the lasses that come from work, and Little Wheaton, and Elliton and all over like. And anyway, I was still at school then, we went back to school, that was on the Friday night, and on the Monday, these 2 soldiers come with a big crate of oranges. Of course we never had an orange, you couldn't see, like such as, you never had an orange or a banana in the war. And they brought this big crate of oranges, and give us all 3 or 4 oranges in, because there's only 30 of us in school, in our school, all together like.
Bastards, you needed your fruit back then, didn't you?
Yeah.
It was important, especially out of season.
You couldn't get now. Only like it was picked in village,
Yes.
you know, Russ and. But yeah, they're really good. That they bought big crates of oranges now. We have.
How did you? What about other fruit? How did you manage apart from scranning apples? What were your? Where was the butcher? Was there a butcher's out at Skibby, or did you come down to Nottingham?
No, Cope used to come round once a week in a big red van.
Yeah.
Then the bread man used to come in his van.
Yeah.
And after the war, lemonade man used to come. And there was Rambler. Do you know Rambler Bakery at Beverley? It's called, well, he used to come round with all...
Sort of bread van?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he used to. And then there used to be ice cream man come
Oh, that's a good fun.
on a weekend.
Did you used to, like, drink alcohol, things like that? I mean, was you making cider in the war and sort of... Because everyone likes to drink.
They made their own wine, you know. But I've never, tell you the truth, I've never drunk a thing in my life. Like. Only when I was in... I had to do it enough because you had to be sociable, but I didn't like it.
You didn't like the taste?
Had to be sociable,
Yeah, well, you had, because If
Yes.
you were left out, like you were one of the lads, like when you were young, you wanted to be one of the lads, didn't you?
Yes.
So,
You just didn't like the taste of it.
no, I didn't like it.
So what were you doing in the RAF? Were you a kind of
I was at-
engineering
yeah, I was
or
on-
flying or?
I was armourer on the guns and
Right.
rockets,
Yeah.
and used to load the guns up and then rockets and go into workshop and clean them out, like when. And we used to go up to the Isle of Sills, which was near Denmark,
Yes.
and they used to go air firing up there, like. And used to have this rubber, and then used to dip your paint, and every squadron had different coloured paint. And those was yellow, used to dip into the bullets, well, they were shells. Then they knew when they hit the
They were
target,
right.
the yellow ones, they knew they were all squadron, like, you know.
Yeah.
And at the end, this one time, they had a raffle, and who won it could fly back from Sills to our base in Germany, and I managed to win it. And I also remember Flying Officer Wood, they called the pilots. And with me being so small, when they put the parachute on me, they couldn't tighten it up. So if I had to, well, with the ejection seat, they pull this over your face and they shut you out of the plane.
Right.
But if it had happened, he said, I don't know, he said, I don't know what's happened to you, I don't know if it could be, the things were so slack.
Yeah.
He said, you can take that chance anyway, I did do it. So I flew back there saying he gave me controls of this, Venom, it was a Venom Mark 4, give me controls for about 5 minutes, because you had to keep this line straight, like. No, it was great. Yeah, I left there in RAF when I was 23, because I got deferred. Deferred for doing my apprentice, you see. They let me stop. All apprentices could defer when I was 21.
Yeah.
While they come out with time.
Donald, do you remember any sort of bombing going off?
Oh, yeah.
So when you was at Skidby, you probably saw the glow from Hull.
That's right.
So you used to see that.
Yeah. Oh, my dad used to get us up. There used to be, and they used to lay on the table, you know, because the house right near service place.
Yeah.
And on the stairs, there used to be 2 brothers, and altogether I had 5 brothers and 4 sisters. And 2 of my sisters, one went to make airplanes in Birmingham during the war. The other sister was in the Women's Army, ATS. And the other 2 was on farms, so they got deferred, like. So then the younger brother, he went into the army, like, we were too young, like. But yeah, during the bombing, my dad used to get us up if it got bad. And once they dropped a lot of sentries, and they set a few stacks on fire in village. And this man who was on leave from the army, like, went to put this in sentry out. Well, I told you, like, I didn't know this, but I'm going to tell you what you found out after. You go around with your sand, then close it, don't throw your sand on top straight away as it flares up in your face. But he did that, and he bumped all his face and his hands. And it was all, I never got into army really after that, because he was all scarred. Like. And, Mr. Dixon, they called him, like.
So was you ever frightened then when you used to
Oh,
see these
yes.
spots? So you used to be petrified and
Oh,
say,
yeah, we've been little, you know. My dad, like, he was in First World War, so he was more experienced, like, you know. When it got bad, he used to get us up. But they said, like, I don't know, like, but they sent firemen, we had a little fire pulled behind a van, with a little fire attendant. I think every village got one in them days. We had a fire station where they used to go and sit on the raid. And the reckoning sentry was on top of that, blazing away, and somebody had to knock on the door and tell the fireman, your roof's off. And they were playing cards. I don't want to tell you what, you know, I don't know if it's true or not.
you had a home guard around, didn't you?
Oh, we had a home guard. Oh, we used to go and watch them. See, in Skidby, they were the chalk pits. And every Sunday, they used to go and fire the guns into chalk pits because they couldn't rebound right, you know. And they used to hit this chalk back. And we used to stand behind some. You won't believe it, as near as you. They used to be firing the guns, and we used to be watching them. All those young kids.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it was a farce. But I tell you what, they used to have a rabbit dinner once a year. Them, but they used to smell good, the rabbit pies. If we were hungry, like you know, they used to go up and kill rabbits and make them all a rabbit pie, like.
So, Donald, I mean, there must have been much more of a sense of community back then. Everybody pulling together. And,
oh yeah, we knew everybody.
Yes.
There's like maybe 100 people or 150 in the village then.
Right.
And you like everybody, all the lads used to go into everybody's houses.
Yeah.
I mean, when we had to radio, me and our Stan, we used to go in 3 doors away, they had one, and we used to listen to these programs. There was Dick Martin, you maybe
The detective.
yeah, then there was The Man in Black, which was a scary one, and when we used to listen to that, we used to open their door and run on like mad to get to our house, me and our kid, because we're only 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And my dad used to say, oh, we nearly got you that time, like, because we used to rush into house. Yeah, we used to go and listen to their...
It used to be quite real, didn't it, really, those stories?
oh, yeah, it used to be frightening.
Real, frightening, yeah.
The Man in Black used to be, you know, real haunting, like ghosts.
Because I'm a bit too young for the 50s, but I remember when Quatermass came out on the radio, people were absolutely terrified, weren't they? Thought there was an invasion going on.
We used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was...
Who was the main landowner at that time? Who was the person in Skibby who sort of owned the most?
Well, it was Norman Palmer. Even the Germans used to go there. That's where we used to go to, Norman Palmer.
So he had a big house in Skibby.
Big manor, even manor house.
So it's gone now?
Well, no, it's still there.
Oh, it's still there.
Oh, it's a big house, manor house.
All right, so he was the one who owned all the land.
Yeah, he had most of.
What was he like?
Well, he was a nice bloke, like, you know. So, I mean, we used to go right threshing, you know, threshing stacks, were all made of these sheaves. Well, they used to go, they used to pick it, you know, with a foot and then shove it into the old threshing machine.
Yeah.
And it was a steam engine what used to drive it. Mr. Hornby from Woking used to come with his steam and bring it, and it used to be big belts, drive, you know. They weren't bothered in them. I mean, anybody could have walked into it, you know, because it was big belt from the steam engine to the threshing machine.
Yeah.
And then they used to be forking it into, and when it got right to the bottom, all those lads used to be waiting with their sticks for rats to come out. And when they got right to the bottom, rats used to be shooting them, and we used to be eating them. We used to be chasing them about.
So was there lots of accidents then?
There wasn't, no.
There still was.
And there's all this threshing machine had all wheels and belts
Dangerous.
all over, and you know.
No health and safety.
No,
So people
they'd
were
go
just-
mad if they saw.
So people was just aware of the danger and they just sort of
Well,
thought.
I mean, they say this big belt between the engine and the threshing machine, and it was about that thick, and you know, there's no gap, you know, and you could have easily run into it, but I said we didn't used to bother you, like, you know. So, yeah, he used to let us go up one threshing day, and when it got right to bottom, everybody was waiting for rats.
Yeah.
Same as when they used to go cutting cornfields. When they got to the last square, all the rabbits used to come out. We used to be waiting for them. Come in then. We used to be chasing them. Oh, there's another one, you know, everybody
Well,
was...
rabbits, yeah.
Oh, so they just went back and right, didn't they?
kindness to rabbits weeks and things like
Oh,
that.
yeah, rabbit pie, bite.
Rabbit pie.
Before mixing, you know, they
Yes.
got that. That used to be good. I wish you could have one. That used to be good.
Well, some of the butchers then, they just had the meat hung up
Oh,
outside,
it
didn't
was.
they? Not like they do now.
No,
Just
no,
hung up
no.
outside and everything.
Yeah, just like they do in these forest station countries. No, they've got all flies on them and all sorts. They used to put, I mean, it's a wonder we haven't been poisoned and stuff. We used to, I mean, we used to get taters. Potatoes, I mean, people may not know what I'm talking about if I say taters. Potatoes, and we used to get them and light a fire, what we used to call, or back lane, there was a wood. We used to light a fire down there and put our taters in while they got black. Then used to eat them.
Great.
And our face used to be all black.
Well, yeah.
What about, how did you know, like when you had meats, how did you keep it fresh? So you must
Oh,
have
yeah.
just killed, you must have just killed it and ate it on the same day
Well,
then?
we had a pantry, what you call a pantry. We have a
Cold room.
pantry like a cow place, like milk and that, like we couldn't. We used to get milk. Our milkman Gordon across the road to us. He used to come round with 2 chairs on his bike and he used to take and he used to dip it in and just go like that.
I mean, people probably don't know that it wasn't until, what, the 50s that fridges were,
Yeah, we had no like that.
domestic fridges came in.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, even into the 60s, a lot of people were without fridges.
Yeah, we had never had a fridge. It was fair enough. Never had no like that. Like I say, we had a pantry which was cold.
Yeah.
And we used to put all those stuff in there, like, you know. My mum used to keep eggs in. And I used to mix it up, and it used to be white stuff, and it used to sort of go hard and keep eggs like that.
Yeah.
But as I said, now there's no really fancy. Like I say, we have no.
So what do you think about skipping now then?
Oh, it's horrible.
Why you
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I could be sat near somebody there. They could be from Skidby, you know, in that bush shelter when I'm over there, and I wouldn't know. But in the old days, you know, if you
It's got a lot bigger.
it's terrible. 10 times. I mean, all them houses you saw was all fruit. You know, reds, gooseberries and all sorts. You know,
So, yeah, they have a scarecrow